Hee-ha, hee-ha, hee-ha. You dare resist? You have a death wish. Hey-ya, A bit on the thin side, but quite pretty and fresh-looking. Lord June, I beg of you, please don't. I transmigrated into this world, digging up wild vegetables and catching field mice. And scraping for loaches. I survived wars going on everywhere here. The big shots collect taxes today, and conscript soldiers tomorrow. The defeated stragglers are even worse, bullying the commoners to death. Don't you dare touch my sister. Heh heh heh. You. Get lost. This world is rotten to the core. For 3 years, I kept telling myself to endure and survive. Maybe one day I could go back, but what's the point of living? Living just to watch this garbage happen. And then telling myself I'm used to it? Ha ha ha. No. I'm going to fight you animals to the death. Host's first kill detected. Scanning target attributes. The system is here. Squad leader Zhou, strength 1.3, speed 1.1. Constitution 1.2, perception 0.9, spirit 0.8. Please choose one attribute to plunder. Speed. In the world of martial arts, only speed is invincible. Host speed attribute increased. You lowlife. You actually dared to kill squad leader Zhou. Ugh. Kill successful. Host strength attribute increased. Ha ha ha, don't come any closer. Ha ha ha. Kill successful. Strength increased. Strength 2.0 to 3.1. Increased by 1.1. Triple strength now. Murder. Help. Double kill. Strength increased. Speed increased. Strength 3.1 to 4.2. Increased by 1.1. Speed 2.0 to 2.9. Increased by 0.9. The main force will be here soon. At least 40 people. If you run now, you won't get far. They have horses. They'll catch up easily. When that happens, there's only death. See that patch of bushes? Crawl in and find the densest spot to hide. No matter what you hear, don't come out. I'll lead them away. Once it's quiet, run further into the mountains. Benefactor, what about you? Don't worry about me, just go. Go, there's no time. Go now. Silver, dry rations, water pouch, take them all. This is that Zhou guy's horse, a local pony. Not a great horse, but much faster than a human. Giddy up. You dare kill my men? Chase him. Don't let him get away. Hiya. Hiya. If this continues, they'll catch up sooner or later. Into the woods. You can't ride in the woods. It'll have to be melee. Melee favors me. Whoa. Dismount. He entered the woods, he can't have gone far. Search in pairs. You're looking for death. Yeah. Double kill. Gained 1.2 strength, 1.3 constitution. I finally understand why evil cultivators are not tolerated by the world. This way of getting stronger is too unreasonable. The scent of blood. It's you? We were kind enough to spare your life, and you dare return kindness with enmity? Whether I should die or not is unclear, but I do know that you don't deserve to live. Master, his strength is weird. Don't take it head on. Heh, this old dog has too much experience. His blade-dropping technique plays to his strengths. My strength advantage can't be fully utilized at all. Kid, strength alone is useless. Drop your weapon and surrender. I'll spare your life before the Outer Overlord sect. Humph, hey-ya, He deflects the force gently with every contact. What if I don't let him deflect it? Ugh. What? Ugh. Kill successful. Please choose speed. Technique is just scrap paper in the face of absolute speed. As long as you're fast enough, even the strongest technique is just for show. Plunder successful. Roar. Huh. Kill successful. Please choose Constitution. Plunder successful. A bunch of guard dogs. Actually managing to go back and forth with my soldiers? Looks like we've encountered a fat sheep this time. Just a bit tough to chew. Everyone, listen to me. You want money and food? There's some in the carriage, you can take it. But if you want to fight to the death, none of my guards are afraid to die. You've already lost over a dozen men. If we keep fighting, even if you win, how many of you will be left? Withdraw now. And we'll pretend today never happened. Facing death and you're still bargaining with me? Yo, old hey. Ran into a fat one? Scar, what are you doing here? Smelled your stench, old hey. You've been fighting for so long and haven't taken them down. These guards are desperate. They're tough nuts. Then you're in luck. I'm here now. No matter how tough, I'll hack them open. This brocade material, this color. This definitely doesn't belong to an ordinary family. Able to hire so many guards. There must be female kin in the carriage. Likely a tender-skinned young lady. Ha ha ha. Boss is right. Once we take them, can we satisfy our cravings? Hey-ya. Hee-ha, heh. Damn, she's a trained fighter. This figure, this scent. The fiercer, the better. I like this type the most. Retreat. Retreat toward those woods. Archers. Hee-ha. Ha ha ha. Pin him down for me. Puts him back into it, brothers. However arrogant he is now. That's how miserable I'll make him in a bit. Yeah. Ah. Strength, 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 strength. (18.2 strength. Plus the previous ones, a total of 37 strength points. This feeling of exploding strength. It's too wild. Over 40 more stragglers. They're all my attribute packs. Haha, little lady, out of strength yet? Come with me obediently. And I'll make sure you live like a queen. Yeah. Monster. He's a monster. Run. Ah. 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 You don't come closer. I am. In your next life, watch your mouth. Ugh, ha. Battle settlement. Current strength, 55.5. Speed 21.8, Constitution 23.6. Perception 11.5, Spirit 12.3. This is awesome. Wait, I'm someone who received 9 years of compulsory education. How can I have such thoughts? It's all these soldiers' fault. They're the ones raping and pillaging, committing every evil act. I'm acting on behalf of heaven. What I possess is positive energy. Yes, positive energy. Auntie. She. Who is he? Over 40 stragglers, including archers. Wiped out in a few breaths. This isn't a human. This is a god of slaughter. Ah. This humble one is of the Zhou family. Benefactor, for saving my life. Rise. This humble one is of the Zhou family. Thank you, benefactor, for saving my life. For your life-saving grace, benefactor. I shall surely repay you generously. May I ask your great name? My surname is Chao. Benefactor Chao. I wonder what your plans are next. No plans for now. No plans? I've just entered the world. This humble one ventures to ask. Do you have a specific destination for this journey? No. Any business to attend to? None. Benefactor Chao. I have a presumptuous request. I wish to hire you to accompany me to Cloud City to serve as a personal guard for a few days. I know this request is abrupt. With your skills, benefactor, I could never truly afford you, but I offer 300 taels daily, with all food, clothing, and lodging included. If you are unwilling, just pretend I never mentioned it. I will still repay your life-saving grace. This woman is in her early 30s. Good swordsmanship and meticulous. You certainly know how to talk. You flatter me, benefactor. What is your name? My husband's family name is Zhou. My maiden name hasn't been called for a long time. If you don't mind, benefactor, just call me Lady Zhou. Lady Zhou. 300 taels daily. All expenses covered? Yes. Fine, but I have requirements. Please speak, benefactor. I can protect you, but I won't follow your orders blindly. And I certainly won't kill innocents without knowing the rights and wrongs. If you can accept that, I'll go. If not, we part ways here. Rest assured, benefactor, though I know martial arts, it is mostly for self-defense. I am not a person of indiscriminate killing. This fierce battle was truly out of necessity. Along the way, I've even helped many refugees. Otherwise, there would be more money and food in the carriage. Your requirements are perfectly reasonable. I agree. Not only that, if the danger in Cloud City far exceeds the reward, you may leave at any time. There is no need to worry about my safety. You have already saved my life once. That is already a great kindness. Fine. I'll go to Cloud City with you. Thank you, benefactor. Benefactor Chow, that is north-facing slope. After crossing it and traveling another 100 miles, we'll reach Cloud City. It's been a long journey. Once we reach Cloud City, I'll have hot soup and food prepared. Take a good rest. The elders in the village said. There's war in the north, and war in the south. This Lady Zhou's identity is not ordinary. Maybe she knows something. Lady Zhou, benefactor? Who is the imperial court fighting in the north? In the north, they are fighting the Hunga tribe. The Hunga tribe? They have occupied the bone plains for generations. The grass there is grayish-white. It's said too many corpses are buried underground. And the grass grew that way by absorbing things from the bones. There are no trees on the plains, only a type of stunted shrub called bonewood. It looks like bone. The Hunga people chop it for firewood. The fire is green. Hunga people are over 7 feet tall. Their skin is grayish, their eyes are yellowish, and they reflect light at night. They braid their hair, intertwining it with animal teeth and human toe bones. Pieces, gray-white plains, green firelight, people with glowing eyes. They sound like creatures from a game. They don't wear cloth, they wear hide. The Hunga believe the prey's soul remains in the skin. Every hide robe is stripped from a living creature. They don't let the prey die while stripping. It must be skinned alive. The soul is trapped in the skin. There's even flesh and blood moving on the hide robes. The place they live is called a bone tent. Not a regular tent, but a frame built from animal bones, covered with animal hides on the outside. The Hunga worship wolves. They believe human souls become wolves after death. Sacrifice involves chopping up the dead to feed the wolves, letting the wolves carry the soul away. Sky burial. What's wrong, benefactor? Nothing. Please continue. Their warriors are called bone eaters. Bone eaters. They must personally kill an enemy, grind the enemy's bones into powder, mix it with muddy water, and drink it. After drinking, they enter a frenzied state. What kind of state? Their eyes glow green. Their strength multiplies several times. They know no pain or fear. And they lose their sanity. It lasts for one shurchen. Once the hour passes, the person is spent. So they rely on bone eaters to charge at the very front in battle. To tear through formations. I see. Berserker suicide squads. What about the south? To the south is the vast mountain. That forest is different. The trees are dozens of yards high. Some trunks take dozens of people to encircle. Dozens of yards, over 100 meters. The tree species are different. Some trees inside glow. The glowing tree itself is called nightlight wood. The bark emits a faint blue light at night. The Malu people peel the bark and stick it in their activity areas. What do the Malu people look like? Shorter and leaner than us. Brown skin. Black eyes with large pupils. Many rest during the day and are active at night. They live in trees. Vine houses are 3 or 4 yards off the ground. They enter and exit using vine ladders, retracting them during the day and letting them down at night. A high-end version of stilt houses. They worship spirits. They believe every tree, every vine, and every stone in the mountain houses a spirit. Entering the mountain requires sacrifice. Cutting a tree requires prayer. Disrespect leads to getting lost in the mountains. And their warfare? They don't form lines or fight head-on. When government troops enter the mountains, they hide in the forest. An arrow is shot from the trees, and a man is gone. What weapons do they use? Mainly bows and arrows. Arrowheads are quenched in poisonous sap. Wounds turn black and rot. There's also a type of arrow, where the arrowhead is alive. Alive? A type of insect that parasites on trees. About the size of a thumb, the insect is shot along with the arrow. The insect then bores into the flesh, laying eggs as it bores. Besides bows and arrows, there are traps. There are pits in the mountains, filled with stakes and covered with leaves. The most terrifying is called the bloodvine pit. Bloodvine? A type of blood-sucking vine is raised at the bottom. The vines come alive at the sight of blood pouring into the flesh. If a person falls in, they are strangled to death in moments. When pulled up, only a skin remains. Speaking of blood vines, I must mention that battle from 5 years ago. What town? The one in charge of southern affairs was General Xianxia. He had fought in the north in his youth. He was transferred south and wanted to teach the Malu tribe a lesson. At that time, the Malu were raiding down the mountains. The court pressured him to quell the rebellion. General Chen got serious. He mobilized tens of thousands of men into the vast mountain. The forest was too thick and the paths too narrow. The main force couldn't move fast. After 100 miles, things started happening. Camping at night. Sentries went missing. In the morning, a pile of bones was found outside the camp. The meat was scraped clean, with arrows stuck nearby. The Malu people hid in the shadows and sniped. Marching by day, an arrow would strike from the trees. The archer would be long gone. Sleeping at night. Blowgun darts flew into the camp. People were paralyzed, dying before daybreak. The government troops didn't know the mountains. Pits were everywhere. A single pit could swallow over a dozen men, with stakes at the bottom. When did they encounter the bloodvine pit? After over 20 days in the mountains. The scouts ahead found a strange forest. How was it strange? The trees grew densely, tangled with dark red vines. General Chen sent a team, with torches to burn a path. As soon as the fire burned, the vines came alive. They retracted to avoid the fire, but as soon as the torches passed, they stretched out again, grabbing people's feet. Out of over 100 people, only a dozen or so escaped in the end. They came back covered in blood, their skin all shredded. They screamed that the vines were and died while screaming. Blood vines. A plant-animal hybrid. Later, General Chen set fire to the mountain. It burned for several days, clearing dozens of miles of open land, but the Malu people had long since fled. After another 10 days of travel, over 10,000 people had died. The rest were too hungry to walk. Provisions were hijacked, and laborers fled. They had no choice but to retreat. The retreat was even more miserable. How so? The Malu people followed and hunted them. Those who couldn't keep up were all gone. By the time they reached the mountain pass, only fewer than 10,000 remained of the tens of thousands. What about the people who were caught? Over 20,000 were taken prisoner. Over 20,000? How did they handle them? Sold them. Sold them to whom? To whoever could afford the price. The court, noble families, merchants, northern Hanggu tribes, outlaws, bandits, and the sea scavengers from the east. Sandwalkers and sea scavengers? Benefactor, sandwalkers, and sea scavengers are general terms for all traveling merchants, from the western Sea of Sand and the eastern East Sea. As for their specific details, I am not very clear either. I only know they are very mysterious. And very popular. Why is that? I suspect. Perhaps the goods they trade are very special, very popular, and limited in quantity. Usually it's first come, first served. If you're late, even if you have silver, you won't be able to exchange for anything. Rarity makes things precious. That's a good way to do business. In addition to that, their reputation is also good. One almost never hears of them breaking a contract, forcing a sale, or rumors of robbery that would damage their reputation. Shoo. Benefactor, what's wrong? There's an ambush ahead. Aunt, I don't see anything. Ha ha ha, second brother. I told you to be more meticulous. See, we've been spotted. Damn it, I thought we could save some trouble. But we ran into a sharp one. Sigh. What's the use of being sharp? You still have to die. Ooh, a real beauty. That figure looks very supple at a glance. This trip isn't a loss, ha ha ha. Boss, this woman's clothes are sophisticated. She's definitely a fat sheep, and look at her figure. Where are you gentlemen headed? This brave warrior. I am just passing through this place. If there is any disturbance, I hope you can show some leniency. Show leniency, ha ha ha. I like showing leniency to people the most. I have some roots in Yun City. If you are willing to let us pass today, there will surely be a generous reward in the future. Generous reward? What generous reward? Silver? Everything is negotiable. Second brother, what do you say? It's not impossible to let them pass. Leave the belongings, as for the people. Leave this woman behind. Did you hear that? My brother's request is, if you know what's good for you, we'll be a bit gentler. If you don't. There were people who didn't before. The men, you've seen them. As for the women, they didn't have it so easy, beautiful. You look like a smart one. We shouldn't have to teach you how to choose. Ha ha ha, but don't worry. If you're obedient, we brothers promise not to take your life. And we'll make you call us good brothers comfortably. If you're not obedient, Benefactor, what do you need us to do? Just give the word, no need. Let's go. The corpses here can stay as an extra meal for the wild beasts. These animals don't deserve to be buried. Yes, benefactor, this is not a human. This is a ghost or a god. Ah. Did I scare you? No, benefactor. I'm just shocked. I can't quite process it yet. I can't believe my own eyes. Benefactor, I have some suggestions. If I may be so bold, I hope you can listen to them. Go ahead. I hope that in the future, you can try not to expose your strength so easily. I have no intention of doubting your strength. I just feel that, in these chaotic times, hiding your light might be more beneficial for you. If we encounter trouble again, I can step forward to resolve it first, whether through diplomacy or force, unless I truly cannot handle it. It won't be too late for you to make a slight move then. Fine. Although the benefactor is bloodthirsty, his personality is good and easy to get along with. Benefactor, do you take disciples? I don't. Benefactor, your shoes are dirty. I have clean ones. If you don't mind, no need, I'm used to wearing my own shoes. Yes, thank you, benefactor. Aunt, they look like they're starving to death. Why are there so many? Madam, please give us something to eat. The child is about to die. I'll work for you like an ox or a horse. Please save him, I beg of you. How many days have you been hungry? 3 days. No, 4 days. Everything edible has been eaten. Grass roots, tree bark. There's really no other way. Madam, please have mercy. Save my daughter. Go to the carriage and get dry food and water. Take it. Give it to the child. Father. Saved, we're saved. Have mercy, give us something to eat. I've been hungry for 3 days. Back off, everyone back off. Don't make a fuss. Go back to the carriage and get more dry food and silver to distribute to them. Each person gets a little. Don't grab. If you grab, you'll get nothing. Go north for 30 li. There are several villages for military farming. There is land to plant and grain to eat. If you go there, you might survive. MHM. Madam, what are you doing? Madam, I beg one thing of you. What is it? Please take her away. Madam, you just gave us food. You saved my life. I won't forget it in this lifetime. But these damn chaotic times. I can't survive with her. I'm useless. I can't earn enough to eat. If she stays with me, there's food today, but none tomorrow. What if I die one day? Father. Madam, you are a kind person. Please take her away. Give her a bite to eat. Let her live. Even if she becomes a lowly servant later, anything is fine. As long as she can survive, I beg of you. What is your name? Zhang. Zhang Laoxi. Would you be willing to come to my estate as a handyman? Madam, my estate is short of someone for heavy labor. The work isn't hard, and there's food to eat. Your daughter can come along too. There will be someone to look after her. You do your work. She recovers from her illness. When she's better, she can learn some things. We'll see about the future later. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. All right, stop bowing and get up. Put your daughter in the carriage. Madam, it's warm in the carriage. She can't be out in the wind anymore. Madam, my life is yours from now on. Benefactor. Do you think there's anything improper in what I've done? Who do you think caused these chaotic times? I haven't thought deeply about this question, but since the benefactor is curious, then I shall share my humble opinion. In my view, these chaotic times weren't caused by any one person, but by a group of people. A large collective. There are institutional reasons, social reasons, natural disaster reasons, but ultimately, it's about interests. The world hurries for profit. The world hustles for gain. Once the distribution of interests is uneven, the world falls into chaos. Why do they flee? Because the grain they grew was taken away. The livestock they raised was stolen. They can no longer survive. Why does the Xianxia tribe go south every year? Because they lack grain and iron. Plundering is more cost-effective than trading. Why is the Malu tribe causing trouble? Because they want to come out of the mountains. They want better territory. More prey. And on the government side, The officials want to rake in money, and the soldiers too. Everyone wants to take a bit more, and give a bit less. When many people take, and few people give, the remaining group of people cannot survive. So the essence of chaotic times is the unfair distribution of spoils. Benefactor, those words are truly insightful. I thought for a long time and couldn't match your 4 words. This flattery is a bit too obvious. But it feels great. No wonder those leaders in the past liked flatterers. This feeling is indeed not bad. Benefactor. This expression of yours, I have never seen it before. The benefactor is truly an interesting person. Rolling my eyes is interesting now. This person's bar for humor is way too low. Quickly pull the carriage to the side. Let them pass first. Madam, pardon my intrusion. May I ask if you are coming from the south? Headed for Yun City. Indeed, does the general have any advice? I wouldn't dare give advice. It's just that looking at your group, it seems you've traveled a long way. The road hasn't been peaceful, has it? We did run into some trouble. My surname is Shin. My given name is Lai, Guerrilla General of the Northern Border Army. I am also heading towards Yun Prefecture this time. Guerrilla General, rank 3B, just coming from the south. I saw some chaos on the road. Quite a few people died. Lying haphazardly on the official road. The world is truly getting more and more restless. Madam, coming this way. You must have seen it too. This stretch of road isn't very safe. Why don't we travel together? With my 200 plus cavalry, protecting a few people into the city is more than enough. Thank you for your kindness, General. It's just that our group is large. The carriages are slow. I fear we would delay your march. The General has military duties. I wouldn't dare interfere. Madam is considerate. I do indeed have some military matters to attend to. I just saw Madam providing relief to refugees. You are a kind soul. Kind souls are rare these days. Madam, take this. I have some influence in Yun City. If you encounter anything later, you can mention my name. Or take this waste token to the Yun City East camp. Someone will report it. General, this. Take it. It's best if you don't need it. If you do, it might be of some use. Take care, Madam. I have one thing I don't understand. Speak. General, why were you so polite to that woman just now? You even gave her your waist token. That woman does have some beauty. But what kind of woman haven't we seen, General? Shut up. How many years have you been with me? 3 years. 3 years, 3 years already. And you still only know how to look at faces. You think I was befriending that woman? Was it not so? Humph, I was showing goodwill to the expert beside her. Expert? What expert was beside her? Judging a person is not about their clothes. It's about other things. In that team, everyone had injuries. Only one person was completely clean, without a single wound. The one in the worn-out hemp clothes. And when that woman was speaking, her gaze would subconsciously look toward him. It wasn't wariness, but seeking consultation. That kind of look can't be faked. But even if he wasn't injured, it doesn't prove he's an expert. Maybe he just hit in the back and didn't act. Have you forgotten the corpses we saw when we came over? So many headless corpses. The neck cuts were neat. Killed with one strike. No extra wounds. A person who can do that must have a very steady hand when killing. That young man in the worn-out hemp clothes. His hand was very steady. Sitting motionless on the horse. And look at the blade in his hand. Don't you think it looks like the same murder weapon as the wounds on those corpses? And look at his eyes. Eyes. When he looked at me, there was no emotion in his eyes, just calmness. I've been in the army for 20 years and seen many people. Eyes that can kill will show ferocity. Eyes that have killed will be cold. But that young man's eyes weren't cold, they were empty. Empty, as if what he killed weren't people, but chickens or ducks. Or wild grass by the road. Do you think he's a fool? General, since you wanted to show goodwill to that expert, why didn't you speak to him directly? Or give him a waist token too? Think about why he's dressed like a refugee. Those guards wear uniform clothes. That young master wears a brocade robe. That woman's attire is even more sophisticated. Only he is dressed in rags. Standing in the crowd, you wouldn't even look at him at first glance. What does this show? It shows he's hiding his light. This kind of person hates being called out in public the most. If I walked over and said to him in front of everyone, "Sir, you have great skill," he would only think I'm an idiot. Then you show goodwill to that woman. She would understand. General, everything you just said, you learned from books. How else? Then I'll go back and read some too. Go ahead. Lest you remain a bore all your life, being sold and still counting the money for others. Benefactor. That general Shen just now is not simple. He said he's a guerrilla general of the northern border. What kind of position is that? Is the rank high or low? As far as I know, within the borders of Daning, a guerrilla general is rank 3B. Rank 3B. The ranks of Daning's military officers from high to low are roughly Commander-in-Chief, Deputy Commander-in-Chief, Assistant Commander, Guerrilla, Major, Commandant, Captain, Lieutenant. Guerrilla General ranks after Assistant Commander. And before Major. It's considered a mid to high level military rank. Let's put it this way, Benefactor. The Commandant of Yun City is rank 5A. A guerrilla general is 2 levels higher than a commandant. A rank 3B military officer wouldn't normally be so polite to a strange woman, let alone give a waste token. Oh, he seemingly showed goodwill to me, but in fact, he was showing goodwill to the benefactor. How do you know? His eyes. When he looked at me, his gaze was polite. But those few glances he inadvertently cast at the benefactor, that wasn't the way one looks at an ordinary person. And she observed the blade in the benefactor's hand. Halt, routine inspection. Officers, thank you for your hard work. A junior in the family is ill. We are in a hurry to enter the city for a visit. Unexpectedly, we encountered bandits on the road. And fought a fierce battle. We hurried all the way and didn't have time to tidy up. I hope you can show some leniency. Go in, don't cause trouble in the city. Thank you, officers. Thank you, officers. Candied hawthorns, sweet and sour candied hawthorns. Newly arrived silks and satins, hot steamed buns separated by a single wall. 2 different worlds. People outside the city live day to day. People inside the city seem to have something to look forward to. This is the courtyard belonging to me and my husband. Benefactor, please. The east wing is adjacent to the main room. The benefactor will stay in that room. We can look after each other at any time. 3 years ago, that mud brick house, cracked mud walls, leaky roof. A worn-out straw mat was the entire household. Now this room is more sophisticated than the apartment I rented in my past life. In my past life, working overtime until midnight, the braised snacks from the convenience store downstairs. That taste. In those days, I never felt anything was good. Now thinking back. Young master, the madam ordered us to measure your size. To make 2 sets of clothes. Finally looking like a human. Strength 66 times, speed 32. 32 times, yes, but this perception 16 times. Spirit 17 times, what on earth are those? No, this isn't scientific. How do I turn off this X-ray vision thing? Today's clouds are so white. I'm not a pervert. I'm not a voyeur. This is the system's fault. A side effect of 16x perception. No one told me it would be like this. This is the Li family cloth shop, the largest in Yun City. That's the Zhang family grain store. Their rice is 2 won cheaper than others. MHM. Over there is the tea house. Mr. Liu, the storyteller, is the best. I'll bring the benefactor to listen another day. This is forged from cloud iron, much harder than ordinary iron. And much heavier. Ordinary people can't use it. Benefactor, try it. Too light, feels like holding a chopstick. Not bad. This is the one. Heh. How much is this blade? The benefactor saved my life. What is a single blade worth? Can't close my eyes. Once I close them, those images automatically pop out. Everything from the day is stored in my brain. Do math problems. Start calculating from 112, 224. Too simple. No. Right. Something difficult. The geometric meaning of definite integrals, Laplace transform, and so on. This conjecture, if approached from this direction, substituting a special value, it seems it can be derived. Forget it, let's sleep first. Benefactor. Why aren't you speaking? Ah. The quality of these ancient pants isn't good either. Benefactor, what's wrong with you? Is there something you need my help with? Cough, cough, nothing. Maybe I didn't sleep well last night. Really? Right. You came to see me. Is there something? Benefactor, no need for hesitation. If there's anything, just say it. Benefactor, can you accompany me to a place? I can. Benefactor, you're not asking where we're going. Or if there's danger. I am your personal guard now. I only need to be responsible for protecting you. Other matters are none of my business. There is a village 30 miles outside the city. Someone sent me a letter, saying they know the truth about my husband's death. Before this, I had been investigating for over nothing at all. The Imperial announcement said my husband acted without authorization. He fell into an ambush by the Xianxia, but I don't believe it. He wasn't the type of person to be so reckless. In the past 6 months, I sent people to investigate in secret. Every time, the clues were cut off. It's as if someone was intentionally covering something up. I was almost ready to give up. But not long ago, someone suddenly sent a letter saying they knew the truth. No need to say more. Whether it's true or false, we'll know once we go and see. Since we left the city, 3 people have been following us, hiding in the woods on both sides of the main road, maintaining a fixed distance. The people on the ground stopped, replaced by eyes in the sky. That bird's gaze has been locked onto the carriage. The smell of blood is very thick and fresh. And the stench of rotting corpses. Not just one. At least dozens. Benefactor, what's wrong? It's nothing, let's go. Benefactor, run. This is a trap. Ha ha ha, the woman is beautiful. Take her away, kill the others. A head taller than a normal man. Brass masks painted with patterns. Bone weapons. I had only heard of them before. This time I've seen them with my own eyes. Both are human, yet the difference is so vast. In my past life, it was just different skin colors. This world is something else. It's almost cross-species. Over 300 riders are approaching at full speed. That bird, these Xianxia people, and that group of Orioles coming this way. They are all one. The Xianxia massacre the village. We stumble upon it. Then the soldiers happen to arrive. The Xianxia are silenced. We are treated as the village murderers. 3 birds with 1 stone. When I was a kid watching TV dramas, I couldn't do anything to the villains through the screen. I could only grit my teeth in frustration. Now that I'm inside the screen, I want to see how these villains plan to escape. Kill. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Ha ha ha. This blade is newly bought. It hasn't tasted blood yet. Yeah, aha. Hey ha. Hey ha hey ha. This is a good blade. When did he get over there? Why didn't I see him at all? Successful kills X24. Scanning target attributes. These Xianxia are indeed generally stronger than the Daning people. Average strength, 1.9 to 2.1. Average constitution, 1.6 to 1.7. Does the host wish to execute plunder? Strength 18, constitution 6. Plunder successful. Current attributes, strength 100.9, speed 32.8, perception 16.3, constitution 38.17.4. Refreshing. 24 of them. Adding the ones from before, it must be close to 200 now. Just like playing games in my past life. I just got a pentakill. My hands are still shaking, and I'm already waiting for the next team fight. Prosperity, democracy, justice, harmony, law, freedom, patriotism, equality, dedication, I can't suppress it. I'm afraid I'll turn around and kill every living thing I see. Steady. I'm someone who received 9 years of compulsory education. Damn it, there are too many temptations. The fire I just suppressed is about to break out again. Ah. Take them down. Village murderers. Leave none alive. Anyone who dares to resist is to be killed on the spot. Lord Officer, I have something to say. We are not the killers. These Xianxia people are. We just arrived, and they rushed out to kill us. We were only acting in self-defense. Self-defense? Over 20 Xianxia were slaughtered like this by a few of you? Do you think I'm blind because I didn't see it with my own eyes? Or do you think I'm ignorant? Arrest them all. Kill that Xianxia on the spot. You are in league with that Daning official. This was all set up by you. You made me. Ugh. Good, very good. You lowly village peasant. Relying on a bit of martial arts. How dare you be so arrogant? Do you really take this general for one of those villagers you harmed? Someone who can be intimidated by a few simple slaughtered tricks. At your will? Except for that woman. Kill them all. Leave no corpse intact. Ah. I wanted to treat everyone to some melon. But you just had to ask if the melon was ripe. Ah. Ah. Ah, Jingming. What's wrong with you? Jingming. Corporal Feng. Did you fail to recognize me just now? Spare me. Please spare my life. I was blind and looked down on you. I failed to recognize greatness. It's my fault. I'll change. Please don't kill me. I don't want to die. Please, I'll be your dog. I'll serve you for the rest of my life. I'll do anything you say. I have elderly parents and young children. My mother is over 80. My son is only 3. Please don't kill me. It wasn't our choice to come here. It was an order from above. They sent us here. We were only following orders. I'll leave the rest to you. I think they should have the information you want. Tell me everything you know. I won't use my blade on you. Otherwise, you won't leave this village alive tonight. Bring them here, bring them here. Who sent you? A Daning official. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. Messages were always passed through a middleman. He said there was a village here that we could kill at will. Whatever we plundered would be ours. After the killing, we were to wait here for a woman. A very beautiful woman, capture her, and hand her over to him alive. There would be more rewards after it was done. That woman is me. Probably. They said the woman was very beautiful, dressed elegantly, clearly from a wealthy family. What did that middleman look like? He always wore a mask, so I couldn't see clearly. But his accent was from Yun City. Keep talking. Tell me everything you know. Yes, I'll talk. I've always been in contact with your officials in Yun City. Whenever they had dirty business, they would contact us to do it. I need to buy a pair of shoes built for running next time. Benefactor, I'm sorry. Benefactor, in order to get the truth. While you were away, I used your name and said some disrespectful things about you. Oh? What did you say? Let's hear it. What is your name? I asked for your name. Why are you silent? Do you think your silence means I can't do anything to you? That man beside me. You've seen him before. You know full well how strong he is. Don't think your benefactor can protect you or your family. To tell you the truth, I have done him a great favor. He once promised to do 3 things for me for free. A man like him values his promises and will always see them through. If you don't cooperate, I'll ask him to investigate your family, your ancestral home, your parents, wife, and children. Listen well. When that time comes, I'll have him take your parents, your wife and children, your siblings, your aunts and uncles, your entire clan, and even dig out every single bone from your ancestral graves to grind them into dust. I'll ensure you have no face to meet your ancestors after death. I'll make you an eternal sinner of your family, pinned to a pillar of shame in the underworld, suffering torment day and night. I'll talk. My surname is Chen. I'm an officer at the Yun City Guard office. It was Vice Prefect Zhou Mingyuan's confidant. What did he want you to do? He ordered me to bring troops, to kill the Xiongnu, leave none alive, then take you back and throw you into prison. Anyone else who is alive must be killed to keep them quiet. Why did he insist on me being alive? Vice Prefect Zhou, towards you. You are beautiful, and he has long. Although he didn't say it explicitly, I've followed him for so many years, I understand. He set up this plot to lure you here, Let the Xiongnu massacre the village. Then let us come to wipe them out. And finally lock you in prison. In that prison, he has a private secret room, specifically used for my husband's death. Does it have anything to do with him? Yes. Tell me everything from the beginning. Don't leave out a single word. Commander Zhou discovered evidence of Vice Prefect Zhou's dealings with the Xiongnu. That evidence involved more than just Vice Prefect Zhou. There were also several powerful figures in the border army and half of the officers in the Yun City Guard office. What they did wasn't just collaborating with the enemy. They also killed civilians to claim false credit, embezzled wages, sold military equipment, and pocketed rations. Commander Zhou found out. Before he could report it, a trap was set. They sent a false military report saying a small group of Xiongnu had invaded and ordered Commander Zhou to lead troops to suppress them. Then they notified the Xiongnu in advance and set an ambush. Commander Zhou's entire army was wiped out. No corpse was left intact. What's there to be angry about? What you said wasn't all lies. Benefactor, how do you plan to handle those people? Let them go. Let them go? I gave them my word. As long as they told the truth, I wouldn't use my blade on them. I am a man of my word. Release them. We survived. We really survived. Stop talking and keep running. The further away, the better. Get away from this hellish place. Away from that monster. I said I wouldn't use my blade. Over 200 times normal strength, over 150 times normal speed, over 140 times normal constitution. This body is no longer human. But I still have to act like one. Otherwise, what? Squat in a cave and eat raw game. Kill everyone I see? Finally be ganged up on by a group of protagonists, shouting, "My life is mine to control, not heaven's," before I die? That's too abstract. It's better to be human. Food to eat, a bed to sleep in, and people to talk to. Those last 7 were pierced through the chest by stones, falling one by one. I said I wouldn't use my blade, and I didn't. I didn't break my word, right? This way of playing is interesting. Stones, branches, leaves. The blade is just for scaring people. Benefactor, Thank you very much for your care and protection these past few days. I am deeply grateful. When Zijuan and the others catch up later, I will settle your payment. Whether it's the carriage, or anything else. Whatever you want, I will give it to you. And then, let us part ways here. Benefactor, do you want to know the story of me and my husband? And the real purpose of my visit to Yun City? If you don't mind, then let's hear it. I was 18 the year I married him. He was the commander of Yun City. They're in Ming City on official business, staying as a guest at the Shin residence. I hid behind a screen to peek at him. He discovered me. He didn't say anything. He just smiled. At that time, I thought, this man is truly wonderful. In 12 years of marriage, he was good to me most of the time. Every year, he would make time to come back to that courtyard in Yun City to be with me. Occasionally, he would write. The letters weren't long, but I kept every single one. A year ago, he returned for the last time. When he left, he said this trip to the border might take a bit longer, and told me to wait for him at home. In the end, what I waited for was the imperial notice. The court said he was greedy for merit, acted without authorization, and died in a Xiongnu ambush. I know him. He was cautious and thorough, never reckless. Saying he was greedy for merit and acted without authorization. My first reaction was that there was something wrong with his death, so I pretended to return to Ming City, but began investigating in secret. I investigated for over half a year, sent out 3 groups of people. The first group vanished. The second group died on the road. The third group had 2 survivors escape back, saying nothing could be found. Every time a clue appeared, it was cut off, like someone was intentionally blocking it. I told him that I felt something was wrong with my husband's death. I wrote down all the reasons and begged him to help me investigate in secret. He replied. His letter told me not to worry, that he would surely get to the bottom of it for me. He said he was my greatest support. He was one of those who plotted to kill my husband. He saw every letter I wrote. He knew every clue I found. I was in the light, and he was in the dark. Whatever I tried to find, he blocked. I thought the enemy was too cunning. In reality, I was too naive. I actually begged the murderer to help me find the murderer. Since you call him uncle, and his surname is Zhou, that means he is brothers with your husband's father. With such a close relationship, why would he harm your husband? He collaborated with the Xiongnu, sold military equipment, pocketed rations, and killed civilians to claim false credit. My husband found the evidence. Before he could report it, he was discovered. So he sent a false military report, saying a small group of Xiongnu had invaded, ordering my husband to lead troops to suppress them. The Xiongnu were notified in advance, and set an ambush. In the end, the entire army was wiped out. Not a single person returned. Do you know what the most ridiculous part is? He lusted after me. He is my uncle. He actually lusted after me. That plot was not just to silence my husband, but also to capture me. To lock me in his private secret room. To satisfy his animalistic desires. This plot is familiar. Perverted elders. They exist in every world. What do you plan to do next? What can a widow like me do? Reported to the capital? The capital is over 2,000 miles from here. I can't even get through the city gates. Even if I did, would those people let me see the emperor alive? Heh. Even if I saw the emperor, then what? Those people hold high positions and great power. One word from them could have my entire family executed. My maiden family, the Shins, are considered prominent in Ming City. But they are merchants. How can they go head-to-head with the border army that holds military power? Whether I went to the meeting, or let Zijuan go back to pack our things, and take the servants to flee overnight, all of it leaves a trail. As long as they connect the clues. I couldn't explain myself with 100 mouths. From the moment I decided to seek the truth, I had already stepped into a dead end. Benefactor, do you know? Actually, I'm not afraid of death. I've seen too many dead people in this world. But I can't bear to let my maiden family be dragged into this. My father is over 60 this year. My elder brother has 3 children. My younger sister isn't married yet. They know nothing. In this world, there has never been any justice. It's like this even in prosperous times, let alone in these chaotic times. For one person to die unjustly, or for a whole family to die, is a common occurrence. My husband was lured into a trap and killed. I accepted it, at least my maiden family was still safe. But now, because of my recklessness, I might not be able to save them either. They will all die in vain because of me. Benefactor, do you think I was wrong? Am I very useless? Let me ask you a few questions. Why did you investigate your husband's death? Because I didn't believe he was the reckless type. And even less that he would die so sloppily. Then did the truth you found prove that your suspicions were correct? Yes. You sent people to investigate, facing constant obstacles, yet you continued. Why? Because those are human lives. They cannot die in vain. Not my husband. Nor those who helped me investigate the case. When you wrote to your uncle. What was the reason? I thought he was family and would help me. That wasn't just a thought. It was a fact. He is indeed your uncle. Your relative. You trusted him. This instinct of familial love is not wrong. What is wrong is him. His twisted soul and his desecration of the uncle-niece relationship. You just said the border army has authority. And the guard office has power. You knew these things from the start, right? Yet you still came. You knew there was danger. You knew you might find nothing. You knew that even if you found it, you couldn't defeat them. But you still came. Because that was your husband. This isn't uselessness. This is courage. You just said you aren't afraid to die. But you're afraid of implicating your parents' family. You aren't crying for yourself. It's because of them. In this world, so many people think only of themselves when they die. Yet when you felt you were dying, you were thinking of others. This isn't uselessness. This is having a heart. You asked me if you were wrong. Then let me tell you. You aren't wrong. Did your husband deserve to die? No. Were you wrong to investigate his death? No. Did those Xiongnu people deserve to die? Yes. Did your uncle deserve to die? Yes. Everything you did was what should be done. If there is indeed a mistake, then it isn't you who is wrong. It's this world. You said just now that it's common for a person to die a wrongful death in this world. Right, because the world is rotten. You have already done very well. I'm not comforting you. I'm just telling the truth. I've seen too many people in tragedies. Some sell their children just to survive. Some commit murder and arson for a few bites of food. What about you? You've lived until now. With swordsmanship, a conscience, and brains. Even in the midst of hardship, with slim chances of survival ahead, you still didn't lose your composure. After realizing it was a trap, you knew to leave Yin City in time. And you didn't forget to tell Zichuan to take the servants away. You asked me if you were useless. Then let me tell you. You are the most useful woman I have ever seen. Bar none. The most useful. Bar none. Wan Jun, if you were born a man, you would surely be more useful than your elder brothers. Be virtuous when you reach your husband's home. Don't let people say our Shen family daughters are useless. A wife who manages the household is useful. I am very relieved. No one has ever spoken to me like this. Not about being virtuous, not about managing a household, but about being useful. The most useful, bar none. Benefactor, Who taught you those words just now? No one taught me. Impossible. The way you speak is different from everyone else I have ever met. It's as if you aren't a person of this world. I'm standing right here. If I'm not a person of this world, what world could I be from? No matter where you are from, I am beyond grateful to you. No need for that. Benefactor. You said just now that I'm someone who can still think of others in this rotten world. Then what about you, Benefactor? You are so formidable at killing in this rotten world. But towards me, towards the guards, towards old Four Zhang, you are also thinking of others. It's because you were good to me, so it's just a reciprocal thing. Ah? You are good to me, so I am good to you. That's my basic principle of social interaction. It's that simple. It's that simple. Benefactor. That part about being most useful, can you say it again? You are the most useful woman I have ever seen. Bar none. Go find your companion. It's been 20 years, I've never seen anything like this. What is it in the middle of the night? My lord. They're dead, they're all dead. Speak clearly. That village is full of fire. Full of corpses. People are piled on woodpiles and still burning. They're all our soldiers. My lord, I saw it with my own eyes. Who else saw it? No one, I went alone. Come in and speak. My lord, something has happened. The 300 plus elites Chen Shou took out are all dead. All dead. Someone was burning the bodies. Several woodpiles were stacked high, burned until only bones remained. Besides our men at the scene, there were also corpses of villagers and Xionggu people. Xionggu people? Why would there be Xionggu people in that place? And why did City Guard Chen suddenly lead troops there? It's currently unclear. Investigate. Before dawn, I want to know the causes and consequences. Who gave the order? Why did they go? How did they die? Don't miss a single detail. Yes. There's a ghost in this. And it's a very big ghost. Over 300 people all dead? Yes. The garrison office is in an uproar. The garrison commander sent people to investigate overnight. Chen Xiaoshou led the troops out. Who gave the order? Unknown. The military order didn't pass. It was a private garrison office, deploying troops privately. Over 300 elites. Go check who Chen Xiaoshou was in contact with last night. Check where he's been lately. Whose favors he's accepted. Also, examine the wounds on the corpses carefully. Don't overlook a single one. Yes. Private deployment of troops. Over 300 men killed in action. The appearance of Xiongnu. If we find out who did this, that would be a capital crime. Have you found anything? Reporting to my lord, I've found some things. Last night, Chen Zichao led troops out of the city without a deployment order from the garrison office. It was a private deployment. According to the memories of the city gate commander, what Chen Zichao used was what? It was an order from Sub-Prefectural Magistrate Zhou. Magistrate Zhou? Yes. The order stated that intelligence showed a small group of Xionggu people had infiltrated nearby, ordering Commander Chen to immediately lead troops to exterminate them. And the Xionggu people? They were indeed there. Through corpse identification, it's confirmed that over 20 Xionggu people died. Over 20 Xionggu people. Killed over 320 of my elites. Where is Magistrate Zhou now? In the sub-prefectural office. He hasn't come out all morning. My lord, this matter involves Magistrate Zhou's private deployment. And the death of over 300 men. Should we invite Lord Zhou to come over for a moment? Clear some things up face to face. Lord Zhou, the garrison commander requests your presence. Have the bodies been handled? They are being processed. Garrison Commander. Lord Zhou, last night Commander Chen led troops out of the city. Using your handwritten order. Yes. Why did you deploy troops privately? Last night, this official received intelligence that a small group of Xiongnu people had infiltrated and were active near that village. The situation was urgent. There was no time for a formal deployment order, so I had Commander Chen lead troops ahead to exterminate them. What intelligence? Who sent it? It was a scout I planted over at Hanyun Pass. Sent back via Hawk Messenger. Where is that scout now? After he discovered the Xiongnu people, he didn't report immediately. Instead, for a more precise trace of their tracks, he followed them without authorization. Finally, he was discovered by the Xiongnu and killed. Before he died, he risked his life to send a message on a blood-stained cloth. Because of this blood cloth, in my haste, I deployed Chen Shou, thinking we could make it in time. In the end, we were still a step late. The village was slaughtered by the Xiongnu. Lord Zhou, 20-some Xiongnu people. Killed over 300 of my Yun City elites. Do you think that's reasonable? I would very much like to know the answer to that question too. Logically, 20-odd Xiongnu people, no matter how well they fight, couldn't possibly kill over 300 elites. Unless what? I'm not sure either. Perhaps only 20-some Xiongnu died. But there weren't only 20-some of them. Or perhaps Chen Xiaoshu fell into an ambush. I only know that I received intelligence and sent troops to exterminate them. As for what happened after, I truly do not know. Lord Zhou, private deployment of troops is punishable by law. I admit my guilt. I am willing to accept punishment, but there was a cause for it. Involving the Xiongnu makes it excusable. Fine of 1 year's salary to serve as a warning to others. Thank you, Garrison Commander. That is all for today. I will report to the Imperial Court truthfully. As for what follows, wait for the verification of facts. Then we shall make a decision. Everyone is dismissed. Over 60 people. If average stats are 1, that's over 60 points. If they get away, what's the difference between that and losing money? Struck it rich. This time I've really struck it rich. Boss, look at the wood and wheels of that carriage. At first glance, it's a wealthy family. There must be goods inside. Good heroes. We are just passing through this place. If we have caused any disturbance, I hope you can grant us passage. Grant passage? Leave the carriage and get lost. Then I'll grant you passage. Hero. If you insist on pushing your luck, then don't blame us for being impolite. Brothers, did you hear that? This young master says he'll be impolite to us. Ha ha ha. Brat, I gave you face and you threw it back at me. Brothers, charge. Hack this reckless fool to pieces first. Kill. Prepare for battle. Ah. Benefactor. Continuing our journey is more important. The speed at which you guys hack people is too slow. Clear the corpses from the middle of the road. We continue our departure. Did you hear that? Clear the road. Can't you be a bit more steady? I can't be steady. My legs are weak. Didn't you see the scene just now? I saw it. Then why aren't your legs weak? What's the use of them being weak? The benefactor said to. Would you dare not to? Tell me, what kind of person is the benefactor exactly? Probably one of those immortal figures from the storyteller's mouths. Then we were standing so close just now. Nothing will happen to us, right? I heard the old folks say, when immortals fight, mortals suffer. Shut up. I'm just worried. If you don't shut up, I'll make you suffer right now. How come you aren't afraid? Afraid of what? In that scene just now, the benefactor wasn't killing me. What do I have to be afraid of? Actually, I think it's pretty good. Good how? With the benefactor around, I'll never be afraid of traveling at night again. That's true. Do you think the benefactor would take an apprentice? What are you thinking? I'm just wondering, what if? I'm young and healthy. I can still work. Does the benefactor lack workers? Then what if I were a woman? I admit you look quite handsome. Pity you're a man after all. Besides, an extraordinary figure like the benefactor is not someone the likes of us can hope for. Let's go. Can't sleep again? What's wrong? Benefactor. Can I talk to you? When I couldn't sleep in the past, my mother would also ask me what was wrong. I would say it was nothing. I just couldn't sleep. She would pull me close and say, then I'll lie here with you. She's hinting to me. What should I do? Pull her close? If I misinterpret it, it'll be awkward. Later, after she passed away, when I couldn't sleep, I'd just sit by myself until dawn broke. Today is different. With you here, benefactor, sitting here, I suddenly don't feel so bad. I probably didn't misinterpret just now, but the moment has passed. It would be too weird to reach out now. Benefactor, do you know? Sometimes I feel that you really don't seem like a person of this world. The way you see things is different from others. Whether it's killing or saving people, you are very calm. As if nothing in this world can fluster you. I have actually been observing you these past few days. Benefactor, you kill very quickly and efficiently. Never one stroke too many, nor one stroke too few. Always making the enemy die just right. When I first saw you kill those deserting soldiers, I thought you were cold-blooded. Killing without blinking, with no expression on your face. But later I found I was wrong. To those guards, to those refugees, you are different. You give them food. You let them live. You don't look at their status or background. You simply treat them as human beings. In this world, I have seen too many people. Some speak of benevolence and morality, but act like thieves and harlots in private. Some greet me with a smile to my face, then turn around thinking of how to sell me for a good price. Some have power in their hands, but only money and women in their eyes. Some have blades in their hands and kill people even more casually than chickens. My uncle is that kind of person. Those who collude with him, the high-ranking officials of Yun City, are also even those in the capital who hold great power and decide the life and death of countless people with a word. But you are like different, that. Benefactor. You are more ruthless than anyone when killing bad people. But you are kinder than anyone to those poor refugees. Though you don't say it. I know. Benefactor, do you know? In this world, most people treat human lives as numbers. 100 dead, 1,000 dead, 10,000 dead. To them, it's just a number on a report. But to you, benefactor, it's not like that. When those bandits charged at us, you stepped in because you feared the guards would be hurt. When little Flower was nearly starving, there was pity in your eyes. If I hadn't agreed then, you surely would have taken her in anyway. When those refugees knelt and begged for food, you said nothing, but you kept watching them. Silence had already shown your attitude. As sharp as your blade is. That is how deep your care for ordinary folk is. I kill only to plunder attributes. Saving people is just instinct. Benefactor, do you think I am praising you? Yes, I am praising you. Benefactor, I am serious. I have lived for 32 years. The people I have seen are beyond count. Some people I know exactly who they are at first sight. Some people I can't see through even after 10 years. But you, benefactor, I cannot see through but you. I can feel it. There is something about you that I have never felt in anyone else. What is it? Perhaps it's cherishing life, or perhaps seeking completeness. Being with you, I feel at peace at all times. With you here, no matter where we are, I have nothing to fear. Be it deserting soldiers or the imperial court, none are to be feared. This sounds familiar. It's too late to keep her now. Benefactor, are you wondering if these words of mine are hinting at something? Rest assured, I will not cling to you. What do you mean? Benefactor, do you know why I told you all this? Is my waist soft? Soft is right. Your heart is actually just as soft. Thank you, benefactor. Every time I talk with you, I am very happy. I shall head back first. Get some rest early. Whoa, was I just flirted with? Is this her way of repaying me? Darn, I really can't sleep now. Why did that old geezer get to covet her? Now I absolutely have to hack you to death. "300 cavalry, fast speed, divine hunters." Lady Zhou, Shen takes the liberty. Could you come out for a talk? General Shen. Leading troops here so early in the morning. I wonder what advice you have. Lady Zhou, please forgive me. I am acting on orders. I had no choice but to come. If I have disturbed you, I hope you can bear with me. On orders? Whose orders, and to do what? The garrison office has issued an order requesting Lady Zhou to return and assist in the investigation. The matter of Yushan village is too significant. There must be an explanation. General Shen, are you inviting me? Yes. I am inviting Lady Zhou. Young master. We meet again. We truly are destined. General Shen is too polite. I have to be polite. Although I am acting on orders, I also know that some things are not black and white. Young master, Lady Zhou. I only came today to go through the motions. But if the two of you are unwilling to go, I will not force you. General Shen. Those words of yours. Lady Zhou, do not overthink it. I simply feel there are too many suspicious points in this matter. Why was that village slaughtered? Why did Commander Chen appear there with his men? And so coincidentally? What exactly was the deal with Subprefectural Magistrate Zhou's order? How did the Xionggu people die at the scene? None of this has been cleared up. There's no point in rushing to arrest people. What does the young master think? Our benefactor, he. A clever man. General. This subordinate has one thing he doesn't understand. Speak. Are we really just withdrawing like this? Is this mission just going to be dropped? The opposition has barely a dozen people. Even if that young man is truly a master, we have over 300 men. We could surely take them by force. By force? Yes. We have the numbers. We are fully armed with bows and crossbows. Xinqiao's 300 elites. How do they compare to us? In terms of raw combat power, they certainly can't match us. But if it came down to a life and death struggle, we would certainly suffer some casualties. Then do you know how they died? I personally visited the scene. Many of those corpses were burned. But there were also some that weren't. Unburned corpses? How come I didn't know? Didn't the reports say all corpses were incinerated? If they didn't say that, how could they hide the critical information? I'll tell you the truth. Chen Jingrou's corpse, along with several squad leaders, and one from the Xionggu tribe, were not burned. They weren't even in that village. Chen Chao's corpse wasn't burned either. Not only was it not burned, but the state of death was extremely eerie. How was it eerie? His body was pierced through by a stone. Instant death. A stone? Yes. A fist-sized hole in the chest, passing straight through. The others. Some had half their heads missing. Some had every bone in their bodies shattered. The coroner couldn't determine the cause, saying he had never seen such injuries. It was not possible by human strength. They think the enemies intentionally faked the scene to confuse us. However, I don't see it that way, because not only were bodies found at the scene, but the weapons were found too. Everything matches up. Even if one doesn't want to admit it, one has to admit that perhaps someone really used stones from a distance to pierce through the bodies of Qin Jiaozu and the others, killed with a single strike. General. Are you saying I didn't say anything? Some things you'd better let rot in your stomach. I just want to describe a scenario to you. Suppose that village had its young men intentionally lured away. The Xiongnu took the chance to massacre the village. A certain master discovered all this. In a fit of rage, he slaughtered the Xiongnu. Then Xianxia arrived with his troops, intending to take that master down, and frame the master for the Xiongnu massacre and the illegal entry into the territory. As a result, the master fought back and killed Xianxia and all his men. Then, while we were kept in the dark, someone asked for our help to arrest that master. The master refuses to comply. What do you think would happen next? General. Do you know something? I know nothing. But I can guess. The general means. We've guessed it, but we won't expose it. What kind of trash those officials in Yun City are, you and I both know clearly. The border situation has become like this largely over the years. Thanks to them. If they want to use me as a blade, fine. Whittling wood or splitting firewood is within my duty. I have nothing to say. But if they want me to go to my death, never mind them. Even those above them. I'd have to consider how to strike first to gain the upper hand. General. Remember, as military commanders, we can be ignorant of conspiracies and schemes, but we must have the vision to recognize the situation and understand how people are killed. The border situation is deteriorating fast. The Xiongnu will surely move south in force this year. The big shots in the imperial court are still busy with infighting, taking pay for ghost soldiers and selling military equipment. When the Xiongnu tribe attacks, they will be the first to run. Where can we run? That's why I say we must make other plans sooner or later. You are a confidant, I raised myself. You must adapt in advance. General. I understand. Then what do we say when we go back? Just say we chased in the wrong direction. Chased the wrong way? Yes. Chased the wrong way. The mountains are high and the roads are long. The fog is thick and the night is dark. It's normal to take the wrong path. General, this excuse is a bit too perfunctory. Perfunctory? They were the ones who fooled us first. Hiding Chen Chongsho's corpse and not reporting it. Concealing the Xiongnu's wounds and not mentioning them. Keeping all that mess about Zhou Tongji and the gold envoy tightly under wraps when they used me as a blade. Why didn't they think about whether they were being perfunctory? If it weren't for the garrison office reporting the Yushan village case and orders from above for me to coordinate and assist, do you think I'd pay them any mind? General is wise. We chased the wrong way. Let's go. General Shen, what a coincidence. So it's General Zhao. What wind blew you here? General Shen. I heard you were ordered to arrest a major criminal? Chased in the wrong direction. Didn't catch them. I'm planning to go back and report. Chased the wrong way? General Shen, are you joking with me? The mountains are high and the roads are long. The fog is thick and the night is dark. Taking the wrong path is very normal. General Shen, do you know what kind of case that is? An entire village was massacred. More than 300 elites were killed in action. Xiongnu people died within my borders. Zhou Tongji and others are involved in the case. In such a massive matter, you tell me you chased the wrong way? The Imperial Court already knows about this. People from the Bureau of Civil Appointments and the Ministry of Justice are on their way. You want to fool everyone with a single, chase the wrong way? General Shen, I know what's on your mind. Given your status, you look down on those officials in Yun City, but some things are not for you to decide. If you are ordered to arrest someone, you must bring them back. Failing to do so is a dereliction of duty. You should know the consequences of dereliction of duty. General Zhao, I merely chased in the wrong direction. I do not accept the charge of dereliction of duty. Furthermore, I am a mobile general. The garrison office has no right to directly command me. Previous cooperation was out of professional courtesy. If General Zhao wants to label me, please first find out clearly whose orders I actually follow, and under whose jurisdiction I fall. Since General Shen cannot find the way, then step aside. I'd like to see if that Madame Zhoushan really has 3 heads and 6 arms. To make a dignified mobile general lose his way. Move out. Follow. General, weren't we going back to report? Why are we? Don't ask too much. pass down the order. Except for me. Everyone is only allowed to watch. No talking. No acting. And absolutely no provocative behavior. Not even a look. Any violators will be dealt with by military law. Weren't you always curious about how reliable my previous guesses were? With Zhao Fengxing's personality, you will be able to witness it with your own eyes soon. Humph. He thinks he's getting a great bargain. But he's actually about to take a massive fall. Understood. This subordinate will go convey the order. "250 times strength. With one punch. 12 to 25 tons of impact force. Even an adult elephant stomping with all its might is only about this much. Those corpses pierced by stones earlier. To be honest, that was the result of not controlling the force well. 170 times speed. 1,700 meters per second. 5 times the speed of sound. Twice as fast as a rifle bullet. When I run with full effort, the ground will be cratered by my steps, and the air will explode with sonic booms. When my attributes surged earlier, my mind was filled with the urge to kill. I almost couldn't hold it back. Luckily, 9 years of compulsory education kept me grounded. Over 800 of them. The leader has a steady and powerful heartbeat. His aura is cold. Following behind is Xianxia. Humph. It seems an overbearing boss has arrived. Not bad. Listen up, everyone. Drop your weapons. Kneel where you are. Do not resist. Madame Zhoushan, come out and accept your punishment. I am here. What business does the general have? Humph. What business? Madame Zhoushan, you massacred a village. Colluded with the Xiongou, resulting in the deaths of Xianxia and over 320 elites. A heinous crime. And you dare ask what business I have? If you want to condemn someone, you can always find a pretext. If the general has evidence, I have nothing to say. If there is no evidence. Evidence? Seize her and tie her up. Hold on. Shenlian, what is the meaning of this? It means nothing. Even if you want to arrest someone, you must give them a chance to speak. This case hasn't reached a conclusion yet. Madame Zhoushan is only a suspect, not a criminal. For the general to arrest someone in public, he must provide an explanation. An explanation? Shenlai, do you think you're worthy of telling me how to do things? I wouldn't dare. As a fellow general, I am merely fulfilling my duty. You lost the person you were chasing and intentionally said you took the wrong road. I didn't pursue that. Because I knew what you were being perfunctory about. Now I want to arrest someone, and you jump out to stop me. What's the meaning of this? Are you trying to rebel? Move. Shenlian. I'll say it one last time. Get out of my way. Good. Very good. Seize them. Seize them all together. Presumptuous. Who dares move against the general? Shenlai, did you think you could stop me? This is the vibe. Dogfight. Whether I can stop you is one thing. But let me ask you one question. If you arrest someone today, and it's later found that they were innocent, how will you account for it? Innocent? Dozens of slaughtered villagers, 320 soldiers' lives, over 20 corpses of Xiongou men. He first appeared at the scene, and then fled in the middle of the night. And you tell me he's innocent? Those are all just appearances. Arresting and convicting someone requires solid evidence. Evidence? Those carriages are surely filled with wealth taken from the Zhou family in Yun City. If he weren't guilty, why? Flee overnight? And empty out all his family assets? Shenlai, do you still think he's innocent now? What can this gold and silver prove? Is there any inevitable connection to the things you mentioned? It's so obvious and you still can't see it? For the sake of wealth, he secretly colluded with the Xiongou. Those Zhou family assets are the illicit gains from his treason. Chen Changshu led his troops there, and happened to expose his conspiracy with the Xiongou. Driven to desperation, he teamed up with the Xiongou to kill Chen Changshu and his men. Killing them wasn't enough. He had to massacre the village to silence them. Then, fearing exposure, he fled overnight, taking all the illicit money with him. Shenlai, tell me now. If he wasn't guilty, why did he run? Zhao Fengxing. All of this is just your speculation. You don't have any substantial evidence to prove Madame Zhou colluded with the Xiongnu. No evidence? Does his appearance near that village count as evidence? Does his middle of the night escape from Yun City count as evidence? Does his running away with all his family assets count as evidence? Those Xiongnu people died at the scene while he came out alive. Does that count as evidence? Those are all coincidences. Why did Xianxia appear in that village? He led his troops out of the city. Whose warrant did he use? Have you checked any of this? Zhao Fengxing, don't tell me. You didn't know he was following Zhou Tongji's orders? Who told you that? Does anyone need to tell me? Zhou Tongji's warrant. The garrison office has already verified it. If you knew Xianxia was acting on Zhou Tongji's orders, but intentionally avoided the subject, and single-mindedly pointed all fingers at Madame Zhou, with such behavior, I'd like to ask what the relationship is. And what is the intention behind doing this? Shenlai is too abnormal today. I can't let him tie me and Zhou Mingyuan together. Zhou Tongji's warrant? Who is Zhou Tongji? He is his uncle. His uncle's warrant sent his people to that village. If that's not an inside job, what is? Xianxia was ordered to go there and stumbled upon their scheme, so he was silenced. Why did Zhou Tongji give him the warrant? Because they are accomplices. Turning Zhou Tongji's warrant into evidence of an inside job is too poisonous. Zhao Fengxing, Zhou Tongji is still in Yunzhou. If he were an accomplice, why didn't he run? Since you are so certain he's working from the inside with Madame Zhou, why don't you arrest him? Run? If he ran, wouldn't that be a confession? As for why he isn't arrested, isn't it obvious? He is the Tongji, a man of high status and power. Ironclad evidence. Who dares move against him? Shenlai, you're protecting Madame Zhou like this. Could it be you've received some benefits from her? Or perhaps you have some shady deal with him? Zhao Fengxing, you need evidence for what you say. You have the nerve to ask me for evidence? You chased in the wrong direction. I didn't pursue it and let you leave. I came to make the arrest personally. Not only did you follow us, but you're also stopping me. Is this not evidence? Everyone, hear my command. Madame Zhou colluded with the Xiongnu, massacred villagers, and murdered imperial officials. A heinous crime. This general is ordered to take her into custody. If anyone obstructs, kill them without mercy. Quite lively. Now that the benefactor is out, Auntie will be safe. It's okay now, the benefactor is out. Don't be afraid, daughter. The benefactor is out. General. Do you know? That Xianxia you keep mentioning was actually Zhou Tongji's confidant? Who is this young man? Is this the kind of thing you can just say in public? If you're so sure Madame Zhou is guilty, and you said earlier they were accomplices, then according to the order of urgency, shouldn't his uncle, Zhou Tongji, be convicted first? The one with the most suspicion hasn't been caught, yet you run here to arrest a woman. Don't you feel any shame? What kind of thing are you, to dare speak to this general like that? You say she colluded with the Xiongnu. Then why did the Xiongnu die too? You say she massacred the village to silence them. She didn't even know the people in that village and had no grievances. What was the motive? Furthermore, she is a woman. Even if she knew some martial arts, it's impossible to take on 10 by herself. And people aren't livestock. They know to run if they can't win. Finally, you say she fled in the middle of the night. Then why didn't she run north? Or east? Or west? Why run south specifically? To the south is her parental home. Have you ever seen a criminal run to their own parents' house, General Zhao? Do you think that without evidence? And just based on plausible-sounding speculation, you can just arrest anyone you want? Or rather, based on that uniform and official authority of yours, even if everyone knows you're acting wildly, no one would dare stand up and expose you. When the time comes and you've arrested her, once the various torture devices are applied, won't right and wrong be whatever you say it is? Who is the biggest suspect right now? It's that Zhou Tongji you mentioned who gave the warrant. He deployed troops without authorization to that village. Does he have any collusion with the Xiongnu? Has anyone checked his years of taking pay for ghost soldiers? You don't ask about any. You run here to arrest a widow. Is this how you act as a general? Picking on the weak. What do you know? This general said it before. Zhou Tongji is a man of high status and power. Without solid evidence, how can he be moved against lightly? Oh. High status and power means he can't be touched. A widow has no one to rely on, so she can be touched at will. General Zhao, you stand here looking righteous, upholding the law without acting impartial. You certainly seem to be working hard at it. But let me ask you, if one day it is proven that Zhou Tongji, or even your superiors, colluded with the Xiongnu and betrayed the great Ning dynasty, would you dare arrest them? Would you dare face them and speak just as you did now? Would you? The Yushan village case involves too much. If this kid really has ironclad evidence proving this woman is innocent, and someone uses it against us, it would implicate the noble consort's going for wool and coming home shorn. You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. You. Enough, stop pretending. You're arresting her just because she's an easy target. You don't dare move against those with real power. You don't dare move against those with real influence. Just to arrest a widow who lost her husband. To make yourself look so dedicated to your duty. You're very smart. But your intelligence isn't being used in the right way. You're very brave. But your courage only appears when facing the weak. This feeling. If I make a move, I'll die. Ahem, this young master. You are being very disrespectful to this general. By rights, it wouldn't be excessive to cut you down. However, this general is not someone who can't distinguish right from wrong, or someone who uses power to bully the weak. This general has thought about it carefully. The things you just said are not entirely without reason. Compared to this widow who can be arrested anytime, it is indeed better to thoroughly investigate Zhou Tongji and the others first. If the upper beam is crooked, solving a problem should start from the source. It was this general's eagerness to solve the case that clouded my mind and led me in the wrong direction. Withdraw. The general is running away. Withdraw, 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 withdraw. Wait. This guy couldn't have some kind of strange sixth sense, could he? I already allocated the attribute points of these 500 If he really has a sixth sense, doesn't that mean his spirit attribute is very high? Then didn't I miss out on a great opportunity? If I'd known, why would I waste words with him? It would have been better to just strike. A loss, a total loss. Looking at it from another perspective. At least I didn't completely lose myself for the sake of power. I maintained a minimum of reason and restraint. Indeed, the path of an evil cultivator is long and arduous. That young master, the man ran away. I know. The young master is truly divine and powerful, subduing the enemy without even a fight. It has nothing to do with me. He ran away on his own. That general ran away. I only blinked once, and I could barely even see his back anymore. With that posture, I thought we were going to fight. When my benefactor stands there, who would dare to make a move? Strange. He was quite arrogant treating people with such contempt. Why did he suddenly lose his nerve? I reckon his great-grandmother gave him a tip from the underworld. Benefactor. Yes? The way you looked just now was quite funny. Looked like what? Just like this. Ha ha ha. Logically speaking, that General Zhao shouldn't have been like this. He even drew his sword. Why did he suddenly wimp out at the end? And so thoroughly, too. Could it be that without realizing it? I've already developed some kind of expert's aura? Benefactor, thank you. Thank me for what? Thank you for being willing, for my sake, to accidentally let a man who deserved the blade slip away. What do you mean by that? Benefactor, although we have only known each other for a few days, my understanding of you is no less than that of an old friend of many years. If it were just to prove my innocence, avoid being framed, there would be no need to argue in public at all. To reason with the opponent, or even tolerate the opponent drawing a sword. With your personality, long before the other party played around with those excuses, you would have already cut off their head. What is he doing getting so close? Calm down, brother. There are many people outside. This carriage isn't soundproof. Benefactor, you have truly done too much for me. I have no way to repay you. That was close. I almost lost my first kiss in this other world. Now I finally understand Brother Mingda's difficulty. Who could withstand this kind of ordeal? Hiss. Ah, General. What are you running for? Shut up. Do you remember those bodies in Yushan village? I remember. The hole in Chen's chest was as big as a fist. The coroner said it wasn't a sword wound. It wasn't a blunt force injury. It looked like it was pierced by something from a distance. At the time, they said it might have been a stone. A stone, right, a stone, think about it. For a stone to pierce through a person's chest from a distance. What kind of strength would the person throwing it need? What kind of speed? And those SWAT leaders, some had half their heads missing. Some had every bone in their bodies. More than 20 bone forging experts all died in the village. The cuts on their bones were identical to the bodies of the soldiers. Does the general mean? What if all of this was done by one person? One person? Killing over 20 bone forging experts, and then killing 320 elite troops, is that even human? When that young man in green came out just now, did you notice? The expressions on those people's faces, that widow, those guards, it was like they breathed a sigh of relief, right? A sigh of relief. Think about it, what kind of person could make a group surrounded by hundreds of elite troops suddenly breathe a sigh of relief? There is only one possibility. That person can save them. Being able to save means them he is confident in dealing with all 500 of us. A person who can deal with 500 of us. Is it possible that Chen Jing and the others also encountered him? That's why the Yushan village massacre happened. I was less than 3 steps away from him just now. With his speed and strength, killing me would be no different from squashing an ant. And that bastard Shenlai. He must have guessed it long ago. General Shen? When he was examining the bodies at the scene back then. The questions he asked the coroner. Could one person do this? He was already suspicious back then. No wonder he clearly had no connection with Widow Zhou. Yet he brushed off the garrison, lied about taking the wrong road, and didn't arrest anyone. That dog saw me coming. Guessed that I was going to make an arrest, and intentionally stood out to act and stall for time. He deliberately provoked me. He wanted me to draw my sword first, then get hacked to death by that monster, so he could watch the show from the sidelines, and then take my body back to claim credit for the job. This is too venomous. But he didn't count on me running away. His scheme actually saved my life. If he hadn't stood out to act and stall, I would have drawn my sword directly then. I wouldn't have tried to reason at all. Heaven does not want me dead. That dog Xianxia wanted to harm me, but ended up helping me. You remember what happened today. Keep it buried in your gut. Do not tell anyone. Yes, from now on, anything related to that Widow Zhou. Don't touch it. Don't touch it? Right, don't touch it. If you can't push it away, run. If you can't run, don't go near her. Play dead. Yes, General. By the way, when Xianxia returns, tell him I want to treat him to a drink. But don't you two get along? Not getting along is one thing, but we can still have a drink. Who's there? Su Mo, 1,000-man commander requesting of the Bureau Lady Zhou to show herself for a meeting. To what do we owe the honor of your visit late at night? I wonder what your business is. Lady Zhou, I am Su Mo, 1,000-man commander of the Bureau of Civil Affairs. I would like to have a private word with you, my lady. Lady Zhou, do you know the situation you are in? The matter of Yushan village has already begun to escalate. Dozens of villagers were killed. More than 300 border army elites were killed in action. 20 Shonu men died at the village entrance. With such a major incident, someone has to be held responsible. Guess who is the most suitable scapegoat right now? Although your uncle Zhou Mingyuan is the prime suspect, he is, after all, an official of the imperial court. He cannot be touched without concrete evidence. And he has kept himself very clean. But you are different. You are a widow, a woman from a merchant family. You are investigating your husband's case. You appeared near that village. You left Yun City in the middle of the night. You are running away with your family. All coincidences point to you. So, the Bureau of Civil Affairs is here to arrest me? There's no need to arrest you. You are already like a turtle in a jar. You couldn't escape even if you wanted to. You are heading south, presumably wanting to return to your maiden home in Mei City. Then let me tell you. Mei City has already received the documents. Government officials are waiting for your return. Your maiden home has also long been under surveillance. No matter where you go now, you cannot escape. Going back means imprisonment. Not going back means hiding as a fugitive from justice. The world is vast, but where could you possibly hide? Even if you did hide, what would happen to your family? Commander Su took the trouble to chase us late at night. Presumably not just to tell me these things that I am already well aware of. Talking to smart people is indeed different. This official did not chase you through the night for your sake, but for another person. I do not know that person, but I suspect he must be by your side. After all, if he weren't here, Xianxia and Zhao Fengxiang, 2 rank guerrilla generals, would not have returned empty-handed. Those bodies in Yushan village, I have examined them carefully. All were killed with a single strike. The times of death were very close, so close that the coroner dared not believe it. Also, someone who can make that kind of hole in a chest and use stones to kill people. Whether it be among the current, renowned experts of the martial world or those in the divine strategy camp, none could come close to this for such a figure. This official wishes to meet him. I ask Lady Zhou to make the introduction. Looking for me? Su Mo, 1,000-man commander of the Bureau of Civil Affairs. You know about me? I did not. But I suspect that in Yushan village, aside from the wrongly killed villagers, all the other bodies were your handiwork. Those wounds were clean and decisive. A single lethal blow. Definitely not the work of ordinary martial arts ruffians. Does your excellency know? The Yushan village case involves the deaths of over 320 elites, the sudden deaths of over 20 bone-forging experts, and the violent death of Chen Xishao. For such a major case, the imperial court is furious. The Bureau of Civil Affairs and the Ministry of Justice have fully set up an inescapable net. Tonight, Su came specifically for this case. And then? Does your excellency know what kind of situation you are in now? I don't. I've heard your excellency's swordsmanship is superb. Su is untalented, but would like to request a spar, if I may? If your excellency can defeat me, I will tell your excellency a way to save Lady Zhou. How shall we compete? Over there. The two of us will duel directly. The first to have their weapon dropped loses. 1 round to decide the winner. Please. After you, excellency, benefactor, he hasn't even drawn his sword. Will this work? That is a 1,000-man commander of the Bureau of Civil Affairs. Just watch. Excellency, please. What was that sound? My sword, the blade is gone. This is impossible. This is a 100-wolf steel sword specially made by the Bureau. When did he strike? What did he strike with? I actually didn't see anything at all. Ah. The boss's sword is broken. Did he move? Did anyone see him move? If I had made even the slightest suspicious and caused him a trace of misunderstanding, tonight, all of us would have been finished here. Excellency. Su has lost. Utterly and completely defeated. Your Excellency's divine skill is something Su has never seen in his life. Tonight. Actually to invite your Excellency to join the Bureau of Civil Affairs. The things I said before were just arrogant tests by someone who didn't know the height of the sky. If I have offended you, Su hereby apologizes. I hope your Excellency can be magnanimous. You haven't said how to protect her. The Bureau of Civil Affairs reports directly and is not under the jurisdiction of any government office. If your Excellency joins, Lady Zhou can be settled in a bureau villa, where it is absolutely safe. Anyone who wants to touch her or her family must first get past the Bureau of Civil Affairs. Joining the bureau is fine. But I have conditions. Excellency, please speak. Investigating cases, going on missions, and so on. I can cooperate with you. But when I kill people, you stay out of it. That is only natural. The bureau is already a place for killing. You didn't understand me. What I said was, stay out of who I kill. I don't have a very good temper. Most of the time, I can't stand even a grain of sand in my eye. Those who harm the people, those who kill the innocent, those who prey on their neighbors. No matter who they are, if I encounter them, I will kill them if there is evidence. And I will kill them even if there is no evidence. Excellency, regarding this request, Su cannot make the decision. Excellency, to tell you the truth, the Bureau of Civil Affairs is not a single monolith. The branch Su belongs to is just the blade on the surface. Even the one at the very top might not necessarily dare to agree to your request. However, in another branch, there might be one person qualified to consider this condition of yours. That lord is the person the emperor trusts most. The people he keeps under him are all a bunch of lunatics and outlaws, specializing in handling dark cases that can't see the light of day, and killing those powerful elites who can't be killed openly. Where is he? In the capital. How long will it take to get to the capital? The round trip to the capital is over 2,000 miles. If we use the 800-mile express, changing horses at stations day and night, but not the rider, it can be reached in 4 days. To consult that lord, at fastest 1 day, at slowest 2 days, then rushing back with all one's might. Another 4 days. Su is willing to make this trip, to deliver the message for your Excellency, but at the earliest, I can only give you an answer in 9 days. Excellency, I can wait these 9 days. Thank you for your understanding, Excellency. Zhao Han, Qianming, get over here. Subordinates are here. The two of you. From now on, follow the convoy closely. Escort Lady Zhou to Ming City. Along the way, no matter who it is, as long as they dare touch a single hair on them. In the name of the Bureau of Civil Affairs, hack them to death for me. Do you understand? Subordinates receive orders. We will not fail even if we die. Excellency. Su will definitely return within 9 days. If anything changes during this time, there is me. Let's go. Benefactor. Yes? You agreed to them, didn't you? Benefactor. You have already done enough for me. Why don't you refuse them? Why? The Bureau of Civil Affairs. I heard some things about them when I was in the capital. On the surface, they are the Emperor's blade. In reality, they are divided into several internal factions. Some handle major cases on the surface. Others specialize in shady business that can't see the light. They fight fiercely with each other. Every year, many people die mysteriously. A person like you. Once you enter, those powers will surely try everything to win you over, and use you. If you refuse, they will then fear you, and try to eliminate you. The water there is much deeper than in Yun City. And much deeper than in the border army. You have already saved me many times. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been able to reach Yun City at all. Let alone leave Yun City. I am not an ungrateful person. My husband's matter was something I wanted to investigate myself. The situation of my maiden home was brought about by me. All consequences should be borne by me alone. Benefactor, I beg of you. Do not get involved in those terrible struggles because of me. All right? Do you know? Before I met you, I went through some things. All the money on my person was gone. Sometimes when I was starving, I could only chew on weeds by the road. The reason I accepted your employment so easily back then, and was willing to be your personal guard, was actually to earn some money to spend. Originally, I wanted to take it easy and stick around for a while to earn a bit more money. But then you told me before, To end the employment relationship between us. And go our separate ways. Since that's the case, then I certainly have to consider what I'll do. After we go our separate ways. Heh. What is it? Benefactor, those things you just said. I don't believe a single word. You say you did it for the money. But when you killed those routed soldiers, when you killed those bandits, when you killed the Shonu and those government troops, I never gave you any money. You say you're looking for a job. But for a person like you, where could you not find a job? Why go to a dragon's den or tiger's lair like the Bureau? Don't you know? An institution like the Bureau of Civil Affairs may seem full of glory and possess immense power, but of those who enter, 9 out of 10 do not come out. And the one who does come out is neither human nor ghost. Except for those with an extreme thirst for power, or those carrying a blood debt of deep hatred. Under normal circumstances, few are willing to join the Bureau of Civil Affairs voluntarily. Benefactor, what you are thinking in your heart. I know it all. You think that no matter how strong you are alone, you cannot protect me every single moment. You are afraid that if one day you are negligent, it will be too late. You want to find a place, an imperial institution, a group of people to protect me, and protect my maiden home. The Bureau of Civil Affairs is that place you have set your sights on. I thought I had disguised it very well. I didn't expect to be discovered by you after all. Spending time with you, it really is hard to keep even a single secret. My benefactor. Have you still not realized it yet? Realized what? Do you remember when I told you before that you don't seem like someone from this world? I remember. What about it? Have you not noticed? The way you conduct yourself is completely out of place in this world. Back then, my father took an interest in a certain lady, so he schemed to get close to her younger brother. First, he sent people to provoke goading the youth into a contest of wealth at the theater. Then, he publicly humiliated him for being poor. After and 2 rounds of this, the youth was completely disheartened. On the 3rd occasion, my father stepped in to help. He cleared up the trouble for him and restored his dignity. From then on, the youth viewed him as a soulmate. Learning he was unmarried, the youth eagerly played matchmaker for his elder sister. And so, my father and that lady successfully came together. Benefactor, do you know what I'm trying to tell you with this story? In this world, everyone has an agenda. Merchants seek profit, officials seek power, martial artists seek fame, even a beggar kowtowing seeks the copper coin in your hand. Between husband and wife, calculations are often made clearly. Parents raise children hoping for support in old age. Even those who call themselves sages seek nothing more than reputation. They strive for a name in the history books, to be remembered after death. But what about you? You've saved me so many times. You've done so many things. What are you after, benefactor? The things you do simply cannot be explained in this world. You're quite observant. Someone is coming. Hey. Ah. Ha ha ha. Sir, the people from the Ministry of Justice we had only walked a few miles when we ran into them. The men of Xueqin, Vice Minister led by a director named Qin. He's a notoriously cold-blooded enforcer. He brought over 20 experts with him. They've come to take Lady Zhou. I tried to stop them, but I couldn't. So you ran back to deliver the news. I had to come back. Sir, the Ministry of Justice is different from our Clear Purity Bureau. They have legitimate reasons. Although our bureau isn't under their command, we can't openly stop them by force. But that man Qin is dead set on taking her tonight. He's completely unreasonable. Based on what I know of them, they've likely already reached some sort of deal with the Tong clan of Yun City and the others. Secret, unspeakable plot. Otherwise, as a high-ranking director of justice, he wouldn't need to go to such great lengths. Ha ha ha. I am Qin Zhen, Director of the Ministry of Justice. I am here on imperial orders to arrest Lady Zhou. Fugitive. Your clan has been executed. Surrender without a fight. Come with me quietly, and you can avoid physical suffering. Otherwise, humph. As for you reckless scum who don't know life from death, take them all down. Anyone who dares to resist, kill them on the spot. Leave no one alive. Thousand-man Commander Su, has that leader ever killed innocents? Has he ever committed those atrocious acts of cruelty? This Qin Jin is the trusted confidant of Vice Minister Shui. He has handled many cases, both openly and in the shadows. His hands are indeed stained with the blood of many innocents. As far as I know, there are several cases with ironclad evidence of unjust and framed cases that he handled personally. Some families were ruined. Some died wrongfully in prison. Those who filed complaints or cried for justice were all suppressed. Some who attempted to petition the emperor were directly silenced. The faction behind him exists primarily to clean up the messes of certain high officials. They are anything but clean. Over the years, we've had no shortage of conflicts with them. What about his subordinates? How many following Qin Jin could possibly be clean? Even if they haven't personally taken a life, they are absolutely complicit. Some are even filthier and more depraved than direct killers, committing acts like rape and human trafficking. You death-seeking fools. Still asking questions at a time like this. You really think you're someone important. But that widow truly is a beauty. Arg. Hee hee hee. Commander Su. Do you still want to recruit me into the Clear Purity Bureau now? He actually dared. Those were people from the Ministry of Justice. Their status was not low. 25 people, gone in the blink of an eye. I've handled cases for 10 years. I've seen hundreds, thousands of experts. Killers, blood-soaked men, desperate outlaws. But I've never seen anyone like this. In our line of work, after a long time, there are only two paths. Either die under the blade, or die on the shore. There is no third way. 10 years, and the piles of major cases I've handled could fill an entire room. I've offended countless people. Those people are respectful to me on the surface, but they've been sharpening their knives in secret for a long time. Waiting for the day I lose my rank, or grow old, and can no longer protect myself. Then they will pounce like wolves, and tear me into pieces. This is my fate. I accepted it long ago. Since serving His Majesty, I have seen too many people. Some stronger than him, some higher in rank, some smiling tigers, some with deep, hidden schemes. He had never thought of following anyone without reservation. But the person before him is truly qualified for GU to risk everything. I'm taking the gamble. Kill. I must recruit you. If the Commander-in-Chief does not recruit you into the Bureau, I will resign from the Clear Purity Bureau. My only wish is to follow you, sir, to the ends of the earth, to serve you faithfully. We wish to follow you, sir, to the ends of the earth, to serve you faithfully. Zijuan also wishes to follow her benefactor to the ends of the earth, to serve you faithfully. This boy certainly knows how to take advantage of the situation. The Clear Purity Bureau, the bureau that even local officials detour to avoid, is kneeling just like that. Humph. We are fighting with our lives to gamble for a future. This young master just runs over and kneels. Even his words are copied, not a single word different. System, thank you. Rest assured, since you gave me the ability to kill and plunder attributes, I will definitely work hard at killing and plunder ruthlessly. Even if I was a straight-A student in my past life, winning awards every year, it will never stop me from forging ahead on the path of an evil cultivator. All of you, rise. Ah. By the way, my surname is Chao. From now on, in public, you call me Lord Chao or my lord. In private, call me Chao Bing or boss. What kind of title is that? Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Regarding this matter, you don't need to worry for the time being. Normally, if handled well, without leaving particularly important evidence, even if someone finds something later, it won't matter much. As long as there is no ironclad evidence, they won't resort to force. Of course, if they do resort to force, I would welcome it. After all, everyone eventually hits a wall. I admire those with spirit. The brave ones who refuse to believe in fate. Is your admiration truly admiration? Boss, leave this matter to us. We are experts at cleaning up scenes like this. Zhao Han, Jianming, move the bodies to that forest over there. First, strip them of their waste tokens and documents. Don't leave a single item that can prove their identity. Clean up the bloodstains on the ground. Dig up soil to cover it and scatter wood ash. Then spread a layer of crushed stones. Leave 2 relatively intact bodies. They need to be recognizable as people from the Ministry of Justice. The wounds on their bodies need to be reprocessed. Don't let the coroner see too many clues. The 2 who died will change their appearance and stay by ready for your command. This explanation is enough to fool them for a while. We just need to stall for time. Once enough time passes, even if the other party is suspicious, it will be hard to find any real evidence. I am absolutely certain of this. Not bad, quite experienced. Boss, you flatter me. When the boss isn't killing people, he's actually quite easy to get along with. Shuihu, Wang Li. What are your orders, madam? Take some men to help. Carrying bodies, digging pits, moving stones. Follow all their instructions. Yes. Dig deeper over there. Girl. Father chose correctly. When you're finished, let's go. Don't dally. Yes, boss. Hurry up, everyone. The boss said. We leave as soon as we're done. My lord, my lord. Something has happened. Something big has happened. What is it now? It's the people from the Ministry of Justice. Something happened to the Ministry of Justice. Ministry of Justice? Which Ministry of Justice? Commander Su from the Bureau returned. He brought back 2 bodies. He said they encountered a group of fierce bandits. They were numerous and exceptionally savage. By the time they heard the shouts and rushed over, the Ministry of Justice people were almost all dead. Commander Su led his men in a rescue attempt, but he lost 2 of his own centurions. They only managed to recover 2 bodies. All dead? Over 20 people from the Ministry of Justice are all dead? Good heavens. Is this Yin City garrison post cursed? I've only been in office for how long? And such major events keep happening one after another. Shenlai and Zhao Fengqing, the 2 guerrilla generals, led hundreds of men but all took the wrong path. Director Qin pursued them all the way. He didn't take the wrong path, but he lost his life. Did Shenlai and Zhao Fengqing already sense this case was extraordinary? If it's the former, it's easy to handle. If it's the latter, then the trouble is huge. To dare to publicly murder a director of justice and his accompanying officers at this critical moment. This is challenging the bottom line of the imperial court. Yet someone still did it. What on earth are they relying on? Could it be that the Shonu are already about to launch a massive sudden invasion? General, something big has happened. What is it that has you so panicked? Director Qin of the Ministry of Justice was pursuing Lady Zhou with over 20 experts morning, last night. They are all gone. Commander Su of the Bureau arrived with men, recovered only 2 bodies, and lost 2 of his own centurions. Regarding the Clear Purity Bureau, how serious is the condition of the 3 Commander wounded? Su himself took a blade strike, but he likely dodged in time. It's not severe, but the wound on one of the centurion's arms is said to be deep enough to see the bone. What about the 2 Ministry of Justice bodies brought back? What's their condition? I heard they died miserably. Their heads were hacked off. Their bodies were covered in wounds, some from axe hacks, some from spear thrusts, and some from swords and arrows. A complete mess. Heads hacked off. And wounds from darts, spears, swords, what kind of bandits arrows would carry so many types of weapons? Your subordinate feels. It's most likely bandits disguised and not just deserting soldiers. It should be several groups of deserters gathered together, intentionally banding together to commit the crime. You on phone, do you believe that theory yourself? I don't. No, you must believe it. Not only must you believe it. This general must believe it as well. General, this. If we don't believe it, it means someone is lying. If someone is lying, then someone must go and investigate the truth. Tell me. Do you want to investigate the truth? General Xinzhong is hinting that the deaths of those people are also related to that person. Correct. You're making progress. Go attend to your business. As long as there are no orders from above, and the Shonu haven't reached the Yun City border, don't worry about anything. Just watch the show in peace. A director dies mysteriously on the road to arresting a criminal. The higher-ups will never let this rest. This time, I want to see if you are truly strong enough to not care about the imperial court in the slightest. General, something has happened. What is it? Director Qin of the Ministry of Justice was pursuing Lady Zhou with over 20 men last night. Commander Su of the Bureau brought back 2 bodies. The Ministry of Justice people are all wiped out. The Bureau also lost 2 centurions. The Bureau lost 2 centurions? Which 2? Zhao Han and Xian Ming. Are you certain all 20+ Ministry of Justice people, including Director Qin Zhen, are dead? Commander Su did indeed bring back 2 bodies. Upon identification, they are confirmed to be Ministry of Justice personnel. But the bodies of the others have not been found. Where is Commander Su now? He has already rushed back to the capital overnight to report, saying the problems here in Yun City are massive. Mentioning things like bandits ruling the roads, swarms of deserting soldiers, and refugees everywhere. The 2 wounded centurions went with him? Yes. In other words, right now, besides 2 Ministry of Justice Commander Su and his men, there is no other related evidence? It seems so, General. Have you discovered something? Hard to say. I need to see the Ministry of Justice bodies first, then I will make a judgment. My lord, something has happened. What's happened now? Those 20+ people from the Ministry of Justice are all dead. The Bureau also lost 2 supposedly named Zhao Han and Qian Ming. Following this incident, Commander Su took the 2 wounded centurions back to the capital overnight. They say it's to report, but actually, it's to bring back reinforcements. The trusted aide of Vice Minister Xue Qin, he was ruthless in his work and never merciful. Coming to Yun City this time, on the surface, it was to investigate the Yushan village matter. He wanted to use the opportunity to get a foothold here. I was originally worried he might find something and use it to cause trouble. Now it's fine, they're all dead. Logically, I should be happy. But why don't I feel happy at all? The Yushan village matter. Why exactly did it go wrong? Every single detail. I've reviewed them again and again. But no matter how I think about it, I can't find the reason. Truly a season of troubles. 25 people, and not a single one returned. Qin Zhen is dead. Su Mo of the Bureau rushed over with his men, only to recover 2 bodies, and lost 2 centurions of his own. The able-bodied men of Yushan village were diverted. The village was slaughtered. Over 320 elites of Yun City died in a single night. More than 20 Shonu also died. Yet a widow and her guard are still alive. The Bureau says it was the work of bandits. The heads of the 2 recovered bodies were hacked off. There were axe, spear, and sword wounds on them. What do you all think? Having so many types of wounds on a single body indicates the enemies were certainly numerous. And the weapons they used were varied. Unlike a regular army, Sumo's testimony states, by the time they arrived, the battle was nearly over. The scene was filled with soaring flames and flickering shadows. There were at least 100 people. Tell me, is it possible the Bureau people lied? Although these are chaotic times, and the war in the north is intense, deserters and fugitives should at least have some discernment. When Director Qin went to make the arrest, he must have been wearing the Ministry of Justice uniform. No matter how much those people resented the ministry, as long as they recognized those clothes, logically, they shouldn't have struck to kill. Just speaking of the motive for murder, it doesn't make sense at all. It said Director Qin pursued them under the cover of night. Could it be that the night was dark and foggy, and the killers didn't recognize them at first? Once they fought and blood was shed, with Director Qin's temper, he certainly wouldn't have let it go. Both sides clashed head-on, and the conflict escalated completely. The killers simply decided to finish the job and silenced everyone. That would also explain why the wounds on the 2 recovered bodies were so chaotic, and why the heads were hacked off. Leftover marks from the fight and a desire to identification, it all matches up. What you all say makes sense. But you've overlooked an extremely subtle point. The Ministry of Justice and the Clear Purity Bureau have never gotten along. If I were Commander Su, forget about risking my life to save them. It would be good enough if I didn't take the chance to strike them in the back. Yet the intelligence from Yun City specifically says the Bureau fought desperately to recover 2 bodies. My lord, do you think the Bureau suddenly changed its nature? Or is there another hidden story to this? The Yushan village case. I've been following it closely these past 2 days. After integrating a vast amount of information, I found an extremely strange point. After the Yushan village incident, the only known survivors are that one group. Coincidentally, it happened to be the same group Director Qin, as far as I know, to arrest. Before he went to arrest them, 2 other groups had actually already gone. Shen Lai from the east camp with 300 cavalry, Zhao Shenfeng from the west camp with 500 cavalry. The result? Neither of them brought anyone back. Their reasons were surprisingly consistent. The night was dark and the wind high. There were too many forks in the road. They pursued in the wrong direction. If Lady Zhou escaped once by luck, I'd believe it. But escaping 2 or 3 times and causing 2 different groups to both pursue the wrong way, that's not luck anymore. At first, I was also watching her uncle. He certainly has issues. Assistant prefect. But these past few days, he has remained every move is being watched. If the people from our ministry hadn't met with disaster, I might have continued investigating him. I wouldn't have focused too much on the Lady Zhou matter. Lady Zhou. She is, after all, just a mere woman. But something has happened to our men. I suddenly realized that Madame Zhoushan is the key. It's just. I have a massive confusion that I still can't figure out. Speak. If Madame Zhoushan escaped once by luck, I'd believe it. But to escape 2 or 3 times, and to make 2 different groups chase the wrong way? That is no longer luck. The killer in Yushan village. How exactly did they slaughter over 300 elites, leaving not a single soul alive, nor a single person to escape? Especially that particular corpse. They were killed by stones. Some had their chests pierced through. Some had their heads pierced through. They were even in different directions. There was also a man with a shattered sternum, also killed by a stone. The coroner said the time between their deaths was extremely short. If it were the same killer, even riding the fastest horse, it would be impossible in such a short time, across such a long distance, to kill 2 groups of people simultaneously. So, my lord, what puzzles me is the killer just one person, a group of people, or perhaps not human at all? Tushan. The confusion you just mentioned is something I have also pondered for a long time, whether the killer is man or ghost. One thing is certain. Madame Zhoushan is the key. Tushing, go handle one thing right now. Please give your orders, my lord. This is the Ministry of Justice's Circuit Inspector token, personally bestowed by His Majesty. With this order, you can mobilize local garrisons. 30 miles east of the city is the Linyuan camp. Go find General Huolai. Have him select 2,000 elite soldiers to go with you and seize the target. My lord. 2,000 elite soldiers. Isn't this scale a bit too large? More than 320 elites in Yushan village. All died in a single night. 2 third-rank guerrilla generals returned empty-handed. The 25 men with Qingjin, not a single one returned. You tell me, Does this scale count as large? Remember this. Once you arrive, you don't need to say much. Just tell Huo Lai that the Ministry of Justice is handling and urgently needs military support. If he asks for the reason, just say it is the Vice Minister's wish. Your subordinate understands. Tu Xing, how many years have you followed me? 8 years. In these 8 years, among the cases I've entrusted to you, not a single one has gone wrong. This time, I hope it will be the same. Rest assured, my lord, I will definitely bring the person back. Not bring them back. Crush them. Regardless of whether the opponent is one person, a group of people, deserters, fierce bandits, or some kind of monster. Press forward with 2,000 elite soldiers. Use absolute numbers, absolute force, to thoroughly crush them. I do not want to see the killer having even a single inch of intact skin, nor a single piece of unbroken bone. I await your orders. Right, one more thing. After you capture Madame Zhou Shen and bring her back, come. Regardless of whether she is connected to the killer, send her to the Jiafengxi. Tell the men there to take extra care of her. After all, Qingjin died because he was trying to arrest her. She must give the deceased an explanation.